is a final against the Chicago Sky, and it was the worst nightmare.
Caitlin Clark made every single player around her more dangerous today. I'm looking at Caitlin Clark make an announcement today that it's over.
Ooh, I mean, she was getting after it, fam. Oh my goodness.
The Indiana Fever just dog walk, belt to completely just destroy the Chicago Sky on their home court today.
The Indiana Fever beat the Sky by nearly 40 points. They won 93-58.
Triple-double for Caitlin Clark, 20, 10, 10, 4 blocks, 2 steals. No one in league history with that stat line.
Who are you, Caitlin Clark?
2 minutes ago, a heated confrontation between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese took center stage in what's now being called one of the most intense moments of the WNBA season. What began as a routine play quickly escalated when Clark delivered a hard foul on Reese, triggering a fiery response that nearly turned physical.
I mean, that was a big nothing. Wow.
Caitlin pointed, a little hard foul there. Angel Reese gets up. Aaliyah Boston shoves her, gives her a little stiffy. Hey, don't come at Caitlin. But look at her. Angel Reese upset. Oh my gosh. This was hilarious. Look, Angel Reese was pissed.
Reese immediately got in Clark's face, shouting, reacting, and making it clear she wasn't backing down. But Caitlin Clark didn't flinch. She walked away calmly, letting her performance speak louder than any argument. This wasn't just a scuffle. It was a turning point, a battle of emotion, reputation, and dominance. And in the aftermath, only one of them walked away with the scoreboard and the spotlight in their favor.
Angel Reese gets the ball. Caitlin Clark goes over, does a hard foul, commits a hard foul on Angel Reese. She falls to the ground. After that, Angel Reese gets up. She's feeling super spicy. She's charging at Caitlin Clark.
In this video, we break down everything that happened between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. The foul, the reaction, the fallout, and show how this moment made it clear who's really in control. Let's get into it.
But man, what a thrilling game and a way to get the 2025 season started. It just seemed like the better team eventually would win out in this game, and they did.
The Indiana Fever were facing off against the Chicago Sky in what was expected to be a competitive matchup. But what unfolded was far from balanced. From the opening tip, Caitlin Clark was locked in, running the offense, dropping dimes, and hitting tough shots. She was in full control.
Aaliyah Boston had 5 blocks, and I want to say this about Aaliyah Boston. She stepped up so much in the second half, and I have to say that is the best I think I've ever seen Aaliyah Boston play.
And Aaliyah Boston, she started the game. She looked like she was kicking off the dust. Let me tell you, missing bunnies, missing layups. But you know what? She actually didn't miss many. I don't know why, it just seemed like it, and she did great.
Aaliyah Boston was dominating the paint. Natasha Howard, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, all stepping up. It was a team performance, but the spotlight kept finding Caitlin. Meanwhile, Angel Reese was battling. She pulled down rebounds, fought for points in the post, and brought her usual energy to the floor.
Gets the ball, Caitlin Clark goes over, does a hard foul, commits a hard foul on Angel Reese. She falls to the ground. After that, Angel Reese gets up. She's feeling super spicy. She's charging at Caitlin Clark.
But as the game started to slip away from Chicago, frustration began to build, and it exploded late in the first half. It started with a hard foul. Reese was driving to the basket when Caitlin Clark delivered a sharp, physical take foul to stop the play. Reese hit the floor, and that's when everything shifted.
I thought Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark were cool, but I don't know, man. The way Angel got up, she was like, Look at her. She was still going out there a little bit. Look, took the jersey out.
Angel Reese immediately popped up, angry, shouting at Clark, pulling her jersey out and making it clear she wasn't going to let it slide. The tension was thick. Teammates stepped in, trying to de-escalate, but the message was already sent. This wasn't just a foul, it was personal. And what made it more dramatic?
She essentially said it was either Angel gets a wide open layup or we send her to the free throw line. It was a basketball play. There was nothing malicious behind it. I just knew I had to foul her hard.
Clark didn't respond. She didn't retaliate. She turned, walked away, and let her game speak for itself. While Angel Reese was still fuming, Shouting across the court and needing to be held back, Caitlin Clark stayed focused. She didn't need to respond with words. She responded with numbers.
But if it's going to be like this, the Fever are going to be tough to beat. Triple-double for Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark recorded a triple-double, 20 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds.
Wait, did she get the triple-double? Did we get it? You guys are saying that she got it. Did she get it? Oh, she got it! Let's go! Everyone's on their feet. What a day.
By the end of the night, Clark had posted a historic triple-double, 20 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. She also added 4 blocks and 2 steals. It was a statement performance, the kind you don't argue with. And this wasn't just about personal stats. The Fever dominated the sky. Final score, 93-58, a 35-point blowout on a sold-out night in front of over 17,000 fans.
This game, this is what a sellout looks like. 17,274 fans, and it was fully sold out. It was packed.
While Clark elevated her team and controlled the tempo, Reese struggled to keep up. Yes, she recorded a double-double with 12 points and 17 rebounds. But her shooting percentage told a different story. Just 35% from the field and multiple missed layups down the stretch.
This is a basketball play. In my opinion, they called a flagrant for this, which I do not think was the correct call.
That the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese could have possibly imagined. Angel Reese, boy, she's ate up with class, is she not? Wow. Standard operating procedure foul. ESPN, your anti-Caitlin Clark agenda on full display.
More than that, the emotional outburst from Reese became the center of attention. The confrontation, the yelling, the aggressive gestures, all of it played right into the narrative that had followed her since college. Emotional, confrontational, and constantly measured against Caitlin Clark.
I said that the Indiana Fever was going to lead the league in points scored per game, and they are proving exactly that. One thing that I did notice is that their defense looks so much better than last season.
On the other side, Clark didn't take the bait. She walked away, kept her composure, and let her performance say everything that needed to be said. And for many watching, that was the moment that defined who the real leader was. Later, in post-game interviews, Clark downplayed the situation. She called it a take foul, a routine basketball play to prevent an easy layup. No malice, no intent to provoke.
This one was a basketball play. And Caitlin also even said after the game, she was asked about it once again, and she said, guys, let's not make this bigger than it needs to be. If it would have changed the momentum of the game and we would have saw something significant, I would have been mad about that. I don't think that this is the hill to die on when saying like, should it have been a common foul or should it have been a flagrant? Let's leave it there. Let's move on. We don't need that drama.
Aaliyah Boston backed her up, also surprised she even received a technical during the scuffle. Even Angel Reese, when asked, gave a short and measured response, simply calling it a basketball play and moving on. But by then, the moment had already gone viral. For fans, it was clear this wasn't just a battle on the court, it was a moment of contrast. One player tried to escalate, the other tried to elevate. And in the end, only one walked away with a win, a triple-double, and the respect of the league.
She turns to the ref, she's gesturing to them because she believed that Angel Reese fouled Natasha Howard. Now from that, Angel Reese gets the ball. Caitlin Clark realizes she is about to go up for what seems like a wide open layup. Caitlin Clark runs over and fouls her hard, and Angel Reese falls to the ground.
This moment was more than just a flare-up in a regular season game. It was a defining clash between two of the WNBA's most talked about figures, and it showed the clear difference between hype and leadership. Angel Reese came in with intensity, no doubt, but her reaction, her frustration, and her focus on the confrontation became the lasting image of her night.
I didn't see the foul as being flagrant myself. Caitlin Clark, in the post-game interview, she made it a point to say, this is not like, please don't blow this out of proportion. I was trying to do a take foul, which is, you know, when you try to like create a foul when someone has an easy layup, instead of giving them an easy 2 points, sending them to the line where they could possibly miss one, which also kind of stops the momentum of making a bucket.
Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, didn't flinch. She kept her head down, delivered a complete performance, and walked out with a win that silenced the noise. She didn't just win the game, she controlled the game. She controlled the narrative. And in front of a packed house and a national audience, she showed who the boss really is.
Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul. What was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know? If you either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, you know, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
Caitlin Clark's stat line. Let me just read it to you. She came away with 20 points, 4 blocks. That's a career high for her. 2 steals, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Like, who are you, Caitlin Clark?
Early on, there were a lot of blown layups, which could have even opened this thing up faster, quicker, but this wasn't really in much of a doubt from the opening tip, as the Fever just controlled the game, found one another in transition, moved the ball, and really just showed how difficult they're going to be to guard, because teams just have to make choices against them.
This isn't about manufactured rivalries or media drama anymore. It's about performance. And Caitlin Clark just made a statement the league can't ignore. So now the question isn't whether this is a rivalry. The real question is this: how long will it take for the rest of the league, and especially Angel Reese, to catch up?
So let's talk about Caitlin Clark's hard foul on Angel Reese. Now, when I saw this live, I was literally screaming no. I could see the WNBA stands getting into formation, getting ready to go to war for their favorite player. But in all seriousness, you guys, I'm sure at this point you have seen the play, either if you're watching the game live or you've seen it on social media.
Because tonight, Caitlin Clark didn't just play basketball. She owned the court. If you watch this game, you know exactly how powerful that moment was. And if you didn't, now you understand why everyone's talking about it. Caitlin Clark didn't just respond, she took control on her terms and made her presence felt in every single possession. The scoreboard, the stat sheet, and the spotlight all tell the same story. Let me know in the comments, was Angel Reese out of line, or was this just part of the game? Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed the breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe for more real, unfiltered takes on everything going down this season. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.